For those of you guys who want to improve your 2K skills, check out the first ever 2K ebook. For only $10, you guys can know some of the most unstoppable and cheesiest plays in NBA 2K20. The link to that ebook will be the first link in the description. Yo, what's good YouTube? It's YBC and I am back bringing another video, and in this video I am going to be bringing to you guys my moments of the week predictions for set number 12 in NBA 2K20 Myteam. Now before we hop into it and everything, if you guys could do me a real quick favor and smash the like button on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And that is because at the time I am recording this video, right now it is 1:30 a.m. And the reason why I am recording this video this late is because I'm going to be busy all day today. Today is one of my last days of winter break, as I do start my next semester of college on Tuesday. So I'm pretty much going to be spending today hanging out with some friends, watching some football, pretty much busy being busy all day, enjoying myself because, you know, school's starting to back up again, and it's just one of my last days to relax, you know, and hang out with some friends. Now, there also is one more thing that I do want to get to before I do predict the cards in this video, and that is that I want to give a big time shout out to Corrupted 2K for making these moments cards. And I will be talking about the cards. I will be putting up potential card arts of the cards, and Corrupted 2K made the card art, so much respect to them guys. Link to their Twitter link will be down below in the description. Make sure you guys go show them some love. So this right here is now our 5th Moments of the Week prediction video, as we are now on the Moments of the Week set number 12. Last week 2K dropped week number 11 / set number 11, and we did predict that for that set as well, and we did pretty good on those predictions. Out of the 9 cards that were dropped in last week's set, we did guess 5 out of those 9 correctly. So the number of cards that we got right last week, which I said was 5, is actually to this date our worst when it comes to the Moments of the Week predictions. I've never gotten anything below 5, but that 5 right there, guys, is the lowest that we've got predicted right. And I was kind of surprised that only 5 we predicted right, because there was definitely some snubs that should have got the Moments cards for last week in my team. 2 cards that I predicted that got completely snubbed were Derrick Rose and Enes Kanter from last week's predictions in my team. And I predicted Derrick Rose was going to get a Ruby Moments card, because Derrick Rose about a week and a half ago did have a crazy performance, almost a 30-point performance, and also a game winner. And also same thing guys with Enes Kanter, he had a crazy performance. Enes Kanter was 1 rebound away about a week and a half ago from a 20-20 game. And instead of 2K giving Enes Kanter and Derrick Rose Ruby cards or just Moments cards, they gave Ish Smith a Ruby card, in which Ish Smith barely did anything a couple weeks ago. But it's all good guys. 2K is going to do that. 2K is obviously going to snub some players, and those are so far the biggest snubs of the year in my book is Derrick Rose and Enes Kanter for Moments of the Week cards from set number 11. But it's all good guys. I'm going to have some days like that where 2K snubs my moments predictions. It's all good, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. Just going to move on to this one right here. On to week number 12 right here, guys. We're going to start it off talking about the reward for the collection, as I'm now going to be showing you guys triple threat background gameplay. And the reward I feel like for this number 12 collection should be a player, and that player is going to be a pink diamond Brandon Ingram. Usually when I record and make these Moments of the Week prediction videos, I pretty much always think the reward is going to be 100 tokens, because 2K lately has been giving a ton of collections reward of 100 tokens. But last week they gave a pink diamond Nikola Jokic, and I think it's going to be Brandon Ingram this week as the player collection reward instead of 100 tokens, because of just simply the type of performance Brandon Ingram had. Like, if there was Galaxy Opals in packs, Brandon Ingram, in my opinion, would have a Galaxy Opal for the performance he had. So considering there's not opals and packs, I think that because of the performance he had, he deserves a Moments of the Week collection reward card. Now, speaking of the insane type of Moments of the Week collector reward performance that Brandon Ingram had against the Utah Jazz on January 16th, he dropped 49 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he almost had a game winner. And I say almost because he kind of did. There was 1 second left in the 4th quarter where he shot up a mid-range and it went in, and they were up by 1. But the Utah Jazz kind of got a little bit lucky, and made a free throw to send that game into overtime. But if it wasn't for that free throw, Brandon Ingram would have had a game winner on top of that near 50-point performance. And that type of performance right there is definitely worth a collection reward card, because when we take a look at the other collection reward cards in the game, like Pink Diamond Lillard, he got that collection reward for dropping over 50 points. Pink Diamond Jokic, who just came out last week, guys, he had a career high 47 points. And same thing, guys, with Pink Diamond Zach LaVine. He had 47 points alongside a game winner. Usually when we get a collection reward for moments of the week, it's like one of those crazy, and I mean crazy type of performances. And that's why I think that Brandon Ingram is not going to be in packs. He's going to be a collection reward card. Because I do think that Brandon Ingram is going to be the collection reward card. When it comes to the set and the players in the set, I do believe that there are going to be 9 players. And I'm going to be now talking about the players who are likely going to be in the set. And we're going to start off with the first card I'm going to be predicting. And that is a Pink Diamond Moments of the Week, DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton in the last week has averaged a stat line of 24 points and 15 rebounds per game. And one of the games that he had within the last week, he dropped a 20-20 type of game. He dropped 26 points and 21 rebounds against the New York Knicks. Anytime somebody has a 20-20 type of performance, I feel like that is definitely worth a moments card. And considering DeAndre Ayton already has an Amethyst and Diamond Evolution card, it only makes sense that 2K does not repeat tiers. 2K usually does not give us duplicate tiers of players. They usually do give us the next tier up, in which would be a Pink Diamond. So a Pink Diamond DeAndre Ayton is a card who we should be expecting to see tomorrow in my team. Moving on now to the second player in the set who I'm going to be predicting in this video. I think that we should be getting a Moments Amethyst DeMar DeRozan. In last week's video, I did predict a DeMar DeRozan Moments card, and surprisingly, he got snubbed. And in this week's video, guys, I'm going to give him another chance. I feel like this week is the week that he will get a Moments card. And when it comes to Moments card, I think it's going to be in an Amethyst tier because he already has a Diamond and Pink Diamond. 2K gave him an Evolution card, which was a half Diamond, half Pink Diamond in the New Year's Resolution promo. And considering they already gave him those 2 card tiers, it only makes sense that, like I said, 2K does not like repeating card tiers. They don't like giving people duplicate versions of them. I think that it's going to be an Amethyst DeMar just because they don't like giving them multiple versions of the card. And I also think that he's going to be getting an Amethyst because he put up great numbers, but not really great numbers where he deserves a Diamond or a Pink Diamond. Over the course of the last couple of weeks, DeMar DeRozan has put up 28 points a game. And on top of that, guys, he had multiple performances, I believe like 3 or 4 in the last couple of weeks, where he put up 30 or more points. And on top of that, guys, in the most recent game that the Spurs played against the Atlanta Hawks, he was 1 rebound and 1 assist shy of a 25-point triple-double. On to the third player in this video. This player right here might get snubbed of a moments card, and that is because he hasn't really done much all season. But he did have a performance in the last week that caught my eye, and he is Jahlil Okafor. Against the Detroit Pistons in the last week, Jahlil Okafor did drop 25 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks all in one game. So like I said, guys, that type of stat line right there really caught my eye when I was doing research on potential moments of the week cards. And if we get a Jahlil Okafor card, I see him in the form of a Ruby. Now, getting back to what I was saying about Jahlil Okafor possibly being snubbed, aside from that game, guys, he literally did not play in one other game in the last week. That is literally the only game that he played in the last week. He was hurt for the other 2 when they played up against the Clippers and the Jazz, in which I'm looking at right now. He did not play in either of them. So there is a possibility he might get snubbed, but considering that performance that he had, it is definitely worth a Ruby Moments card. When it comes to the fourth card, who I'm going to be predicting that drops in this set, we should be getting and expecting an Amethyst Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn had one of those type of Brandon Ingram performances. Now, the numbers that he put up wasn't as close to Brandon Ingram, but it was just the type of impact Kendrick Nunn had on the game like Brandon Ingram, where Kendrick Nunn literally looked unstoppable. Against the San Antonio Spurs, guys, he did drop 33 points, in which, like I said, guys, when he was getting those 33 points, this man was just out there balling, looking like an all-star. He was literally looking like an all-star. Moving on now to the fifth player in the set who I'm going to be predicting. I'm going to be predicting an Amethyst Norman Powell. Norman Powell, over the course of last month, has been battling an injury and missed pretty much, like a good chunk of January and December as well. But coming back from the injury, guys, Norman Powell has been balling, in which he has returned in 4 games and played in 4 games in last week, where he dropped 20 points, 23 points, 28 points, and 20. Every single game, guys, in last week, he got over 20 points. Now, I know what you guys are probably wondering, YBC, why on earth would Norman Powell get an Amethyst card for these type of numbers? And that is because, guys, there already is a Ruby Norman Powell, surprisingly. From the moments of the week set number 8, we already have a Ruby Norman Powell. So if we get a Norman Powell tomorrow, it's not going to be a duplicate Ruby. It is likely going to be in the form of an Amethyst. Now moving on to the 6th player who I'm going to be predicting in the set in this video. I am going to be spending a little bit of time talking about this player, and that player is Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard within the last week has averaged nearly 40 points per game. More specifically, guys, he averaged 38. But those crazy averages, guys, definitely deserves a moments card, in which one of the games in the last week, he did drop 43 points. Those type of numbers that Kawhi Leonard put up definitely deserves a moments card. But when it comes to the card tier, this is what I'm going to be talking about a little bit. I honestly don't really know if he's going to get a diamond or a pink diamond. I am kind of leaning towards a pink diamond, and that is because of the numbers that he put up. Those numbers that he put up, nearly averaging 40 points a game in the last week, deserves a pink diamond. And considering he is Kawhi Leonard is one of those name branded cards where 2K, you know, juices them up. Like James Harden, Giannis, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, those are name branded cards. And I do think Kawhi Leonard is going to get a pink diamond because of that, name branded, and because of the numbers. But then again, there's a possibility that he can get a diamond card. And the reason why he might get a diamond card is because 2K may wait to drop a pink diamond and Galaxy Opal Kawhi Leonard later on in the year. Because Kawhi Leonard did play for the San Antonio Spurs, where he won a championship, and he also played for the Toronto Raptors last year, where he won a championship as well, guys. So, considering the other two teams Kawhi Leonard played for, and because he won championships on both those teams, 2K might give us a diamond moments Kawhi Leonard from the Clippers, and give us a pink diamond version of Kawhi from the Raptors, and a Galaxy Opal version of Kawhi Leonard on the San Antonio Spurs, and so on and so forth. They might be waiting to give us better versions of Kawhi Leonard later on in the year because of the former team that he played on and what he accomplished on those other two teams. So like I said, guys, there's a possibility that he could become a diamond, but I'm mainly leaning towards pink diamond because these numbers, like I said, guys, are really, really good. They're like pink diamond type of numbers. Now moving on to the 7th card who I'm going to be predicting in this video, we should be getting a moment of the week, Ruby Safie Mykhailiuk. I know what you guys are probably wondering. YBC, who on earth is Safie Mykhailiuk? And guys, I did ask myself the same exact question, and I also did find the answer to that question. As Safie Mykhailiuk does play for the Detroit Pistons, and he had himself a very solid week in the last week. Against the Atlanta Hawks, he dropped 25 points. And against the Boston Celtics, he dropped 21 points. And the Detroit Pistons won both of those games. On top of those two solid scoring performances, Safie Mykhailiuk is one of those Rudy Goberts on the court, where sometimes Rudy Gobert might not have great numbers, but he does the defensive work and juices up the defensive rating for the Utah Jazz. Same exact thing with this Safie Mykhailiuk, guys. In real life, Safie Mykhailiuk is one of the best rookie defenders in the NBA. He's making a case to get Rookie Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think that is a reward, but guys, if that was a reward, he would be in the running for the Rookie Defensive Player. Now moving on to the second to last player who I'm going to be predicting in the Moments of the Week number 12 set, I'm going to be predicting a pink diamond Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell should be getting a pink diamond card for two reasons. One of the reasons why is because he had pink diamond type of numbers. Against the New Orleans Pelicans, in the same exact game that Brandon Ingram got his 49 points, Donovan Mitchell got some points of his own, scored a lot of points of his own. He did drop 46 points in that game, and 46 points, guys, is, like I said, pink diamond type of numbers. The second reason why I do think that we're going to be getting it in the form of a pink diamond is because Donovan Mitchell already has a Moment of the Week diamond card from earlier on in the year, and 2K always goes up tiers, considering those are great numbers, and we already have a Donovan Mitchell Moment of the Week diamond card. It only makes sense that we get a pink diamond Donovan Mitchell tomorrow in my team. I will be shocked if 2K repeats any type of card tier, whether it was, like I said, DeAndre Ayton from earlier, or DeMar DeRozan from earlier, or even this Donovan Mitchell card. I will be really, really surprised and shocked if they repeat the card tiers. This next player who I'm going to be predicting in this video is going to be the 9th and final player in this set, and that player is a Markelle Fultz. When it comes to the card tier of Markelle Fultz, I do think that we're going to be getting a diamond version of Markelle Fultz, and that is because we already have a ruby and amethyst version evolution card from the New Year's resolution set. Markelle Fultz in the last week has had some great performances when it came to the stats, and also when it comes to the highlights, guys, Markelle Fultz definitely is going to make it on the ESPN top 10 of the week, because against the Golden State Warriors, guys, he punched on Amari Spellman so bad with a crazy contact slam dunk. So yeah, guys, that right there now is pretty much officially going to do it for the predictions in this video. If you guys did miss out on anybody who I predicted in this video, I will repeat them to you guys right now, as I did predict the Pink Diamond Brandon Ingram being the collection player reward for the set. And on the 9 players who I did predict in the set are Kawhi Leonard possibly being a Pink Diamond or Diamond, Amethyst DeMar DeRozan, Amethyst Kendrick Nunn, Amethyst Norman Powell, Pink Diamond DeAndre Ayton, Ruby Jahlil Okafor, Diamond Markelle Fultz, Ruby Safi, and I honestly forgot how you pronounce his last name.
12 seconds later.
Luke. Safi Luke was the player, and also, guys, a Pink Diamond Donovan Mitchell as the 9 players in the set. When I did my research and looked at the performances, as all these guys who I predicted in this video had great performances for Moments of the Week cards, a lot of these players who I predicted in this video and saw who had performances were cards and players who already have cards in the game. Like DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram, Kendrick Nunn, Norman Powell, DeAndre Ayton, Markelle Fultz, and Donovan Mitchell. 7 out of the 10 players who I predicted in this video already have cards in the game. So since I predicted them, guys, I had to go up a tier, because like I said, I don't see 2K at all duplicating a card tier under a Pink Diamond. And considering none of these cards right here have Pink Diamonds right now on my team, I think that we're going to be getting some pretty juicy moments cards when it comes to the card tiers. Who you guys would like to see tomorrow on my team? Like I said earlier, I always love reading and responding to the comment section, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all love and support. And as usual and as always, it's YBC, and I'm out. Peace.